Senate Bill 21 was sold to Delaware as being here to save the franchise. Is there any evidence of that?
No, I think it did just the opposite. Frankly, I think it created the exit from Delaware. Other than Mr. Musk, I do not believe that very many would leave. And you have seen an exit of those controlled companies to either Texas or Nevada. That has happened.
So Senate Bill 21 now is settled law. It went up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court upheld it. What do we do now?
We have a problem. We have a real problem. I think that set off a race to the bottom, meaning other states, our competitors, stooped even lower than we did, became even more protective of controlling holders. And we have the real risk of the federal government at some point stepping in.
What happens to Delaware if the federal government takes the franchise from us? What happens to all of that money?
It goes away because people will simply go back to incorporating in the states that they happen to do business in. They won't come here anymore because there's no point to coming here. To most states, franchise taxes are peanuts, a drop in the bucket. They're not that important. But for us, that's all we happen to do, frankly, at this point, and we lose way beyond what another state would lose if a franchise moved. For us, it'd be catastrophic.
What would you say to voters who might not think that this affects them?
Oh, this has huge impact on them, because if this thing survives in its present form, and she at this point has not shown any real interest in changing it, it's going to hurt the state, and it's going to hurt our district. I mean, our state has already had, as we know, economic issues. Our big companies left. I think it will only compound a decline of the state that will affect everyone who lives here deeply.
This is going to harm people at the lowest rungs, I would imagine, our most vulnerable neighbors.
It's going to harm our most because you won't have the money, the tax revenues, to support the programs we need to support. You're going to have to either create a sales tax, which would be very problematic for us. Declining incomes in the state, sales tax isn't going to solve that. You'll have to increase your property taxes, which again, declining incomes people won't be afford to pay, which will send real estate values even further down. I think they made a terrible mistake. And I think we're beginning to see we're going to pay for it in the end.